the thing that would have attracted me most is you point out that this is a very established industry and that there are big players who already are making a lot of money off a large number of active users, and that it's a highly disruptible space because they're all using older technology that isn't interesting.
So maybe you should start with the image of the globe and then like say that that's the market and that's where it started.
I don't know exactly what to do, but what I would suggest specifically is to, the story of this is a market of older players and it's ripe for disruption with new technology, and we're applying new technology and new concepts to build the next generation product in this space. Okay. Because, I mean, you point out this great story of like, look, it goes all the way back to here, and the image you have of the old computer is great because it makes it feel like your competitors are that old, right? It's like, we're competing against people who, like, this is what they were working on, right? But you jump right into the specifics about how it's different, and that may or may not be relevant to a particular person, right? Like, if somebody who doesn't follow soccer, it was hard for me to tell the value of the enhancement that you made over the other games, versus you show this screen and it's like, this is,
A real football fan will actually see that this is impossible to happen, like on a regular basis.
Right, but your audience may or may not see that, right? And when I like what I hear in your pitch is that we're optimizing how the games play out, but you're really optimizing much more than just that, and you're coming up with the modern version of these old legacy products. So from my point of view, I would rather just hear that than hear about the absolute specifics of how you're doing it, and just showing some of the video of the games. That does it for me.
Okay, cool, thank you. Mariana, did you enjoy it?
Yes, I have a question about your business model and monetization methods that you're going to use in your game. So, you're talking about in-app purchases for tournaments and online gaming. So, as I understand that your users will have to pay to play online.
I say that it's a freemium business model where users can play for free, but they can extend the whole management experience by subscribing to a monthly package. And they can also subscribe to features like tournaments, where they pay the inscription to be a part of it, and they can compete with their friends, and they can also compete for real football prizes. So it's like a hybrid between a subscription model and pay for a specific feature.
Well, actually, I think you have to clarify it, because the freemium model differs very much from the Farmville model, that when you can buy items and buy the time.
Mm-hmm. You kind of like jump the time ahead to get things done.
So to foster the processes in the game. And another freemium model is like we have in drag racing, that this helps you to compete with other people. So this is the premium currency sales is a part of the competition. And another type of freemium is like a subscription, like a World of Tanks board game does. So you have a subscription for a premium account where you have some extra features and so on. So I think you have to make it clear what kind of freemium model do you use, and what goods, what services you provide to your players, to your customers, and what are the values of these services.
Okay.
I would add on to that and say that, and tell me if you think I'm wrong on this, that it isn't necessarily bad to say that you're experimenting with a couple of the different models, as long as you demonstrate intelligence and knowledge about each one of those models. So, you can say, like, we're trying subscriptions and this is what you get with subscriptions. We've also considered currency and time-based models. These things all may ultimately play a role in the final product. However, kind of this is how we're looking at it at this time. We'll study the analytics, so on and so forth, to ultimately determine which model is most appropriate. Does that make sense?
Yes,
okay.
Of course. And also about the monetization through advertising. It is also has few different ways. So the first one, if you connect to the ad network like Google Ad Choice,
Yes.
and you just get the clicks from the users and get money from this ad network. Or another way that you can have direct deals with both brands that will advertising as well.
Okay.
Usually the second model works better.
But I think that you should really have a good traffic to, engage them to make that deal, right?
Of course. So brands prefer working with the bigger titles. But if you say that like in half a year we'll get 1 million users and then we can give brands to work with us and advertise with us.
Then you're saying the right thing. But people want to hear.
Yeah. Well, I also thought about saying that the match engine is HTML5, so you can integrate rich media as well. But I'm, trying stuff. So this is what I got now. Do you think that will be good to include? Have the player is HTML5. Isn't that too technical, maybe?
There's some people that's very good for. At least it shows that you modernize. If you don't see anything, people may assume Flash.
Okay.
Because Flash is on its way out at this point, you want to make sure that you demonstrate that this is built on current and modern technologies.
But you can just say you don't have to have a separate slide on it. You can say it when you're talking about your player, because you had like a few moments of silence there.
When I'm talking about the...
You should have a name for the player.
Okay. When I'm telling them about the in-game advertising, I will tell that the match engine is HTML5, so you can integrate which media. There it fits.
I think using the language, modern technology, HTML built fully on HTML5 and modern technology, as opposed to our competitors who are primarily based in Flash. That shows that you've got the technological edge over them as well as the functional edge over them.
Great. Thank you.